everybody, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to share a canning project with you. It's Jarred Up January. But before I go any further with that, I wanted to say how incredibly inspired I have been over the years by Heather, the Needy Homesteader. I'm going to leave an iCard with a link to Heather's channel above, and I'm going to leave a link below in the description box. Today I'm going to be canning navy beans, and I'm going to be using the no-soak method. You need to know, however, that the no-soak method is not an approved method. So do your research. It works for me, and my kitchen, my rules, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn you around, and I'm going to show you what I have ready on my counter. Aside from my canning pot, which is on the stove, here is everything I have ready for this project. I have my navy beans, which I'm going to wash, of course, and pick out little pieces like that. I have 16 wide mouth canning jars. I have vinegar to wipe the rims using this paper towel. I have salt here. I have my jar lifter, my pressure regulator, my debubbler, which looks like a boomerang, my canning funnel, and I have two different types of Bernardin lids. This is an older lid, this is a newer lid. And you can see on the older lid, there's more plastisol than there is on the newer lid. In the pan here, I have my lids and ring bands waiting in hot water. It is not essential to leave a ring band in hot water. However, I find this motion very easy, so that's why I do it. This is my Presto 23-quart canning pot. It's awkwardly placed because of that wall, but I place it this way with the gauge pointing towards the dining room and the living room. You want to start out by washing your beans and picking out all the little pieces of beans and reject beans that you find. For pints, you'll use a half a cup of dry beans, a half a teaspoon of salt. Pour your water in, allowing for enough headspace. Debubble using your debubbler, or a chopstick will do. Wipe your rim. Some people use water. I'm using vinegar. Place your lid and ring band on, screwing it finger tight. And place your jar into the canning pot. All the jars are in the pot. I'm going to get the lid on, and I've actually already turned up the element. I'll bring you back when this pot is venting a steady stream. The canning pot is now venting a steady stream. I'm going to turn the timer on for 10 minutes and vent the canning pot. The pot has been venting for 10 minutes. I'm now going to place the pressure regulator on the vent pipe. I'll bring you back when the canning pot has reached 11 pounds pressure. pot has reached almost 11 pounds pressure. I'm going to set the timer for 75 minutes because 75 minutes is the processing time for pints. I'm going to turn down the element and watch the pressure regulator closely. The 75 minutes processing time is now complete. I've turned off the element and the pot is coming down from pressure. When it is done coming down from pressure, I'm going to bring you back. The gauge is showing 0 pressure and the air vent cover lock has dropped. It is now time to take the pressure regulator off of the pot. I'm going to bring you back in about 10 minutes when we're going to open up the pot and get the jars out. Always take the lid off away from you. Okay, see that steam? You don't want it in your face. All the jars are now out of the pot. They're sealing nicely. It doesn't look like I've had any siphoning. Just keep in mind that the no soak method is not an approved method. All the jars sealed except for one, and with the navy beans in that jar, I made a delicious broccoli navy bean soup using frozen broccoli, my home canned stock, and spices. I thank you for watching.